noise. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. We them boys. Hold up. We them boys. Hold up. Hold up. We making noise. Hold up. Hold up. We them boys.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Hold up. You drive me crazy. Number one, girl, you can't replace me. Lead a club, these bras be trying to chase me. Come roll with me in my Mercedes. Hold up, I see they broke, I see they lazy. Man, they money slim, they acting shady. I'm in my brand new car, who wanna race? Girl, you ain't come up on, so why you showing up? I'm taking them shots on my partners, they loaded up. Man, on the low, all these we I get some material. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we making noise. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up.
2K. Sports checks in. With our loyal viewers with the broadcast from Washington, the home of the Wizards, the Verizon Center. The Cleveland Cavaliers come into this one following a loss to the New York Knicks. And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Duncan out there with Pierce. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Aldemir in the pivot spot, manning the middle. Rondo dishes to Aldemir. It's tipped. Here's Wade. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
Rondo kicks to Pierce. Puts it up from 7. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Good on the shot.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
There's the 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Now, here's Thomas. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. The drive by Wade. And he gets it to go. Wade's got his second bucket of the night.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Duncan with a screen on Wade. Off the screen. Rebound by the Wizards.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
Rondo kicks to Aldemir. Gallinari with the steal. And the pass to Thomas. Back to Gallinari. Thomas against Rondo. And Thomas, here we go.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
It's Pierce on the wing. That's good. Pierce has got 5 points so far.
And in the second round, the Wizards continued to be a tough opponent. I mean, they went up 2-1 on the Hawks, but were unable to keep the series lead. A lot of close, heartbreaking losses for them in that series.
Rondo passes to Duncan. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch. And the Hawks would ultimately take down the Wizards last year in the postseason. John Wall and his injury were a big turning point in that matchup. And all those buzzer beaters for both teams made it one of the most interesting series of the postseason.
And the shot is good. Gallinari's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Washington?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And, guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Duncan with the screen for Rondo. Down low. It's tipped. And they're running. And finished off by Oubre.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
You know, and Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end.
Duncan dishes to Pierce. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. And 11 points for Paul Pierce. Williams with a clean look. Another miss by Williams.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And it's Rondo penetrating. Shot from 12. No good from Duncan.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
The drive by Rondo. Soft touch off the glass. Rondo's got his first bucket of the night.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Aldemir kicks to Rondo. In the corner, it's Ginobili. That doesn't go either by Ginobili. Wizards leading by 9. Williams for 3. It's hauled in by Ginobili. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
A different look now for Cleveland. Al Jefferson's checked in for Furkan Aldemir. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Rajon Rondo. 29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Williams kicks to Oubre. Stolen by Ginobili. This is his first free throw of the game. That is good from Ginobili. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Wizards with the lead. On the wing, Granger feeds to Hawes. Outside, Williams. He kicks it to Sullinger. Got it up. Got it off in time, but it's no good. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Wizards lead by 6.
I gotta hold down the city.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
We've got Gallinari. Hashim Thabit is out there with Bogut. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Thomas in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him. And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
Duncan with a screen on Thomas. Right side, Jefferson. Ginobili on the wing, covered by Bogut. And it's sent back by Bogut. Wade drives in. The dish to Bogut. Here's Gallinari. The shot misses. Jack with the defensive effort. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Pass to Ginobili. Pierce against Wade. Stolen by Thomas. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. Wade with the ball. Well, one thing that you can always say about Dwayne Wade is that he is at his best when the game is on the line. He truly lives for the big moments.
He does, and Wade has been in so many of those big moments over the course of his career. 5 trips to the NBA Finals, and he really does thrive under pressure.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Jefferson. Allen comes in for Ginobili. And it's Udrich in for Jarrett Jack. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Udrih. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Thomas again. Rondo. Passes it to Duncan. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And for Wade, when it comes to being clutch, a lot of it is experience. I mean, it's not just during the playoffs. He knows when to step up in the fourth quarter during the regular season. Very productive in the fourth quarter from a scoring standpoint.
Excellent D there from Pierce.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Wade averaged 7 points in the fourth quarter of last season. That was third most in the NBA. A big part of it is how he can create his own shot. When the game is on the line, you want him on the floor with the ball in hand.
And it's Rondo penetrating from deep. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 10 in the bucket there from Paul Pierce.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Stolen by Seraphin to the paint. Knocked loose. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. Wizards on D. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The kick out to Pierce. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Pierce has got it back down to within single digits for the Cavs.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Back to Allen. Outside Pierce. No luck. Great D that time from Thomas. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. No good.
It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg.
And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Count that one. And now it's an 11-point Washington lead.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Releases. Cleveland the rebound. Pierce the pass to Seraphin. Pierce dishes to Rondo. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. So for the Wizards, their last game a win against the 76ers.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
No good from Wade.
Oh, it was a nice gamble, Kevin, but he just couldn't get it to go in.
Shot's good for Seraphin.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Lets it go from 11. Bank shot, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 11.
And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwayne Wade in the past couple decades. One of the best ever.
Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Greg, you're talking about Wade on the blocks. Last season, he climbed up to 6th all-time in blocks, Clark, by an NBA guard.
Amazing. Actually has the most blocks of any player who is his height or shorter in NBA history. Even with his explosiveness waning, his timing and savvy allow him to still be effective blocking shots.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Hashim Thabit. Jared Sullinger comes in for Andrew Bogut. Sean Marion is checked in for Gallinari. And it's Thompson in for Dwayne Wade. For the Wizards, Danny Granger, he's checked in for Marion. Oubre comes in for Hollis Thompson. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Sessions. Here's Patterson. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Sullinger the screen. Williams kicks to Sullinger. And there's the 3-second violation. Here's Hudrick. Pass to Patterson. Fires from deep. Can't get it to go. And so we wrap up the first half. Washington out in front, up by 9. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again.
We've seen D. Wade getting it done. 25 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Rajon Rondo is up there with Ginobili. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then there's Warren. And it's Aldemir in at the 5 down low. Rondo passes to Patterson. Now the feed to Warren. He dishes it to Patterson. Manu Ginobili on the wing. There's a good screen. To the inside. It's stolen by Sullinger. Pause, dishes to Sullinger. Here's Granger. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And the free throw, no good.
Last season for Danny Granger, more injury woes. One of the premier small forwards in the game at one point. His knees just haven't recovered. Really hard to watch him play the way he's able to play now.
Oubre, good.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. taking a look at Lou Williams last year, kind of a typical year for him, a lot of scoring on bad efficiency.
Yeah, and for Lou, he did make it over the 40% field goal mark, but just barely.
Just barely, you're right. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Cleveland. Pierce comes in for Warren. The drive by Rondo. Kicks it out to Ginobili. And he gets it to go.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Williams kicks to Oubre. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Ginobili's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know, with Williams, it's more about his ability to create his own shot than his efficiency. It's why he's best suited as a 6th man, in my opinion. Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
Left side, Pierce. Aldemir, the pass to Rondo. Pierce with it. He's against Hawes. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And Williams certainly does personify that 6th man role of instant offense, but it'll be hard to see him in the starting lineup with the way his shooting numbers are. When you're talking about the greatest clutch players ever, that list needs to include Paul Pierce. I mean, he slowed down a bit, no doubt, but don't let that fool you. If you give him any kind of look at the end of the game, he'll cut your heart out.
Looking back at Paul Pierce's career, Clark, so many game winners, none more impressive than his jumper over Dwayne Wade in the first round of the 2010 playoffs.
Yeah, you know, Shaq nicknamed him the Truth for good reason. I mean, Pierce grew up in L.A. and reportedly dreamed of playing with the Lakers. Ironic that he instead became one of the Celtics' all-time greats.
Sullinger, the screen. Oubre with it. He's got 7. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Sullinger. Williams for 3. And he gets it to go. And the Wizards lead by 15.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Jarrett Jack is checked in for Cleveland. He's off on the second. Well, Paul Pierce hinted that he could hang him up soon. He had that amazing run, has nothing left to prove in the NBA, and I would say of all the players in last year's playoffs, had some of the most dramatic individual shots we have seen from one guy in a long time.
He did, and you know, you forget he's done that really over the course of his entire career.
Sure.
Just kind of funny to see him doing it in a Wizards jersey, but you talked about it. He's going to go down as one of the all-time greats, no doubt about it. So many big moments over the course of his career, and also for all the kids out there, the best maybe footwork we have in our game. If you want to improve as a player, watch Paul Pierce's footwork.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Udrich is checked back in. And the Cavaliers call time here.
And guys, looking at Jarrett Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season.
Here's Jack. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. They set the pick. He feeds it to Pierce. Duncan outside. Kicks to Jack. Plenty of space. No good off the front iron. Talking about Jarrett Jack, he is especially dangerous at the end of the game. Not only does he make great decisions, Clark, he was a top 10 free throw shooter last season.
Yeah, experienced, tough-minded ball handlers and shot makers are always valuable, especially when it's winning time.
Duncan with a screen on Williams. Over to the wing. From the arc. And Jack with the basket on the assist by Udrih. Jack's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Udrih with the excellent feed that time. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that. Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Williams dishes to Oubre. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Furkan Aldemir. 1:11 left in the third. Williams kicks to Hawes. It's rebounded by Seraphin.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
It's stolen by Sullinger. Williams passes to Sullinger. That's tipped. And now Pierce running the floor all by himself.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that. But I will say, it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Williams kicks to Granger. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Outside Pierce. Rebound by Williams. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Wizards lead by 10. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. D-Wade out there with Thomas. Then there's Gallinari. Then there's Hasheem Thabit. And it's Bogut at the power forward's position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
And for Manu Ginobili last season, not his best. Down in every measurable category since his rookie year. He's 37, myriad of injuries. You know, but Greg, there's still something so special about that player.
Yeah, I mean, so much of his game is about movement. And Kevin, after 13 full seasons and factor in all of the international competition, you're going to have to start to show some wear and tear, and that's been the case for Manu.
Excellent point. He played 4 pro years overseas before the NBA. It's deflected. It's stolen by Duncan. And the Cavaliers call time here.
Can't be any surprise to you that Tim Duncan, folks, last year became the leading rebounder of all active players, passed up Kevin Garnett for that honorable distinction. We're talking 15,000 rebounds total over 18 seasons.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, we've put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. Gallinari with the steal. He lobs it up. Wade misses. Getting back to Duncan's rebounding, he's always had the great size and wingspan and timing, and he really positions himself well for those rebounds. But what seems to separate him is his quiet toughness. He'll never back down.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, he's not a guy that's going to yell or pump his fist. He's not going to flex his muscles to the crowd. He just silently assassinates you
well said.
out on the floor.
You're right. You're so right. Wade again. It's Pierce.
Right there.
Just 5 on the clock. And the foul on Paul Pierce. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Furkan Aldemir's checked in for Patterson. And it's T.J. Warren in for Pierce. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Warren. Gallinari wide open. And again, Washington no good. And the wide open shot from Ginobili. That 3 off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now the pass to Aldemir. Gallinari with the steal. Stolen by Warren. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Wade with it. Picked up by Ginobili. There's the 3.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Washington calls timeout. The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you can ask for.
And Cleveland making a change here. Sessions is checked in. Here's Wade, and that one's good. Wade's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
Rondo dishes to Aldemir. Ginobili with the 3. Offensive rebound. Sinks the triple. Ginobili's got 11 in the second half.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around. You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, was 3rd in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular, years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
Wizards leading by 8. Wade double team. Feeds it to Gallinari. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Duncan, he's checked in for Cleveland.
And guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut, his passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision, and whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates.
Wade left side. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Wade's got 34.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
He kicks to Thabit. Thomas passes to Wade. Fade away. Another one falls for Washington.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
Pierce is checked in for Cleveland. And so here's Cleveland. 15-point game. Rondo against Thomas. The drive by Rondo. And the wide open shot from Duncan. The kick out to Pierce. The dish to Aldemir. Pass to Wade. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. Here's Rondo to end the run. They retain possession. And it's Duncan penetrating.